Hi all! In this video, we're going over topic 13, lesson 2, surface area of prisms and pyramids. Let's first look at a rectangular prism. Again, a rectangle up front, which means there's an opposite rectangle the same size with our sides and our faces. There's a couple ways to look at it. Let's fold it out into a net. I'll color my net the same color so you can see which is which. This would be my side, my first side, 6 by 10, which is purple. Opposite of this 6 by 10 is another 6 by 10 on that side of the rectangular prism. Followed by my bases, a rectangle on top and a rectangle on the bottom. And then lastly, my sides. So let's look at the measurements. Here we have a 10 by 6. For the yellow, we're going to have a 10 by 6, another 10 by 8. And we'll have another purple 10 by 6, another yellow 10 by 8. On this side, we have an 8 by 6. Again, another 8 by 6 here. So, in order to find the surface area, we need to find the area of each one of these rectangles. But since there's 2 of each, I'm just going to find the area for the 3 that I have labeled, and then I know to add them another time. Let's look at the area of the purple. I'll underline it with purple as a reminder. That is 10 by 6. So my length times width for the area of a rectangle would be 10 times 6, which would give me an area of 60. Area of my yellow rectangle, again, area equals length times width, so I have 10 times 8. Which gives me an area of 80 for my yellow. I have one more. It's the area of my green rectangles. Area again equals length times width. The area for these rectangles is 6 times 8. Area equals 48. Now I can see for purple I have 2 of them, so I have to add 60 and 60. For yellow I also have 2, 80 and 80. And for the last, the green, I have 2 as well, 48 and 48. I add them all together. 8 plus 8 is 16. Regroup the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. Plus another 6 is 13. I like to group them off to the side just so I can see it easier. 8 plus 8 is 16, and 4 plus 4 is 8. So let me add it up, 3 numbers instead of all the numbers. 3 plus 6 is 9, plus another 8 is 17. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So the surface area of this shape, the rectangular prism, is 376 inches squared, or square inches. Let's look at what it looks like with a pyramid. I've already drawn my pyramid out to make it a little easier, and made my net. Now if I didn't want to make the net shape, I would look at this shape right here, and I would see that I have a triangle with a base of 3 and a height of 5. If you remember, the area of a triangle is 1/2 of base times height. So I have 1/2 times 3 times 5. I'm going to solve 1/2 times 3 first, which is 1.5 times 5. I like to change it to decimals to make it easier to multiply. So off to the side, I can see I have 1.5 times 5, moving the decimal point. My area of one triangle is 7.5. However, there's not just one triangle. I can see in my net that there's 4 triangles. So I can either add 7.5 4 times, or I can multiply. 4 times 5 is 20. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 2 is 30, moving my decimal point over. So the surface area of the triangles, and just the triangles, is 30. However, we have a square base. Area for a square is length times width. Area equals 3 times 3, which gives me an area of 9. I take the area of all my triangles and add it to the area of the square. So the surface area of this square pyramid is 39 inches squared, or square inches. Let's do one last example with a triangular prism. I'm not going to divide this into nets. I'm just going to look at each surface as it comes. I'm going to look at this triangle first. I know I have a triangle here and a triangle here that are exactly the same. My base is 12 and my height is 9. So I'm going to have 1/2 times 12 times 9. Half of 12 is 6 times 9. So the area for just this triangle is 54. But that means it's also 54 on this side. So I might want to try to keep where I'm at. So I'm going to have 54 plus 54 because I have 2 identical triangles. So my triangle is 108. Just going to keep this because I'm going to have 3 more shapes to do. Let's look at this back triangle, right back here. You can see the lines go here, up and over. I know that one side is 18 centimeters and the other side is 9 centimeters. Area equals length times width. Area equals 9 times 18. I'm going to have rectangle 1, 2, and rectangle 3, because they're all different. Rectangle 1, 9 times 18, 9 times 8 is 72, 9 plus 7 is 16. Area of rectangle 1 is 162. Let's look at this front-facing rectangle right here. I can see that one side is 15, and the other side is 18. So I'm going to have 15 times 18. Again, when we can't do the math in our head, such as this one, it's best to work it off somewhere else. Five times 8 is 40. 8 plus 4 is 12. Placeholder. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. Add it up, 270. The area of rectangle 2 is 270. Let's look at our last one. That rectangle is down here. It has one side of 12 and one side of 18. The area equals 12 times 18. I'm going to do my math down here again. 12 times 18. 18 times 2 is 16. 8 plus 1 is 9. Placeholder. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. 6, 11, 216. Now I take all of these numbers, all 4 of them, and I add them up. $108, $162, $270, and $216. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 6 is 16. Regroup. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15. Regroup. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 2 is 7. So my surface area, meaning the area of all the surfaces, is 756. I look at my measurement, centimeters squared. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment. And as always, have a great day.